Hi everybody, I wanted to share this recording with you because I didn't get a chance in class to go over as much of what you'll actually be doing for your library assignment, so I'm going to run through some of the steps right now. You'll be searching for stuff about the Tolo.jsu, but because I'm not going to be doing exactly the same thing for you, I've decided to focus on a different area of history, early modern France, but the principles are the same. So when you have the article that you're looking for the first step of your assignment pulled up, you're going to have it open in JSTOR. It'll look something like this. One thing you can do, and I recommend that you do right away, is just download that article. It'll open in a new tab, and you'll be able to scroll through. It's a little bit easier to read than on JSTOR. I'm going to stay in the JSTOR view because my cursor highlighter doesn't work in PDFs. But you're going to be looking through the footnotes of your article to see if you can find more information. So if we scroll down, we see that we have footnotes in this article. If we're paging through, I can see that we've got cited books, a book right here, an article right here, that we could look into if we're interested in those things. I know you're looking for, in your assignment, some background on the Tolo.jsu. So if here I'm looking for some background on crowd violence in early modern France, which this article's about, I might want to read some of the scholarship about this. If I'm scrolling through, browsing the article, I see on this page they're kind of laying out some of the history of what historians are thinking about crowd violence, and I might be interested in this quote right here by William Bike. And if I want to read more about what Bike's saying about this, we can find out this is in footnote 17, right here, William Bike, The Violence of the French Crowd from Chivalry to Revolution. I could maybe read that. Particularly we're looking at pages 109 and 110 for this quote. We do see, this is a full citation here, but we notice if we go down, if I was curious about something from this Stuart Carroll gentleman, Thinking with Violence, that's a shortened citation, and I'd have to scroll back up and see if we can find where Stuart Carroll's original article was in here. Here we have found it, also Stuart Carroll, The Rights of Violence, and this is the full citation for that. But I'm interested in this Bike article, so I'm going to try to pull that up. Now, first step could be, I could just be like, great, let's search it in JSTOR, but like I said, JSTOR is one of the databases the library has, so we don't necessarily know that it's going to be in JSTOR. It could be anywhere. So I'm going to actually go to the library catalog, and I'm going to take back a look at my, my citation right here, and it's The Violence of the French Crowd. We've got that in Past and Present is the journal by William Bike. So I might want to see where we have past and present. If I sign in to my library account and go over to New Search, we have this journal lookup right at the top. If I click that, if I just type in past and present, it autofills, and I can find the journal there. Now sometimes, and this might happen in your assignment, hint hint, there could be a reason that the journal doesn't come up. Perhaps there's an abbreviation, or it's shortened, or the journal has changed names. This can happen. You might want to Google it then, but you can find the journal eventually. If I click into past and present for our online availability right here, we can see that we actually do have it in JSTOR, so I'd be happy to search it in JSTOR, but we also have a few other ways of getting it. So knowing that the past and present journal is in JSTOR, we can click this. I can search now within past and present and be sure that I'm going to be finding the article I'm looking for and it wasn't somewhere else. So if we're looking, I might just put in the author's last name, Bike, and Violence, French Crowd, a couple keywords from the title, and we do bring up that article, which was published in 2007. We can always go back and check the footnote to make sure we've got the right one, but this is indeed, what we were looking for. So if I click into this article, we can now view the whole thing. I can open that up in a PDF again, and one of the things you're going to be doing in your assignment is popping around and seeing what articles cite in common. If I click through this again, I might be, looking to try to find some of like the background. He's laying out the historiography, we might call it, the sort of literature review part that I talked about of the the scholarship, and he cites this person E.P. Thompson. I can see the moral economy of the English crowd cited right down here. And I could go back and see if I'm curious if there's something in common. I can go back into our previous article, open it up in that PDF, and search for a similar thing. We can use the find thing in our browser. If I'm searching for E.P. Thompson, I might just put Thompson in, and we can see that, my cursor won't follow us, but we can see that E.P. Thompson is cited here in our work a couple times. We have 3 mentions, and it is the same article, this moral economy of the English crowd in the 18th century. And that might lead us to believe that this is an important piece of scholarship, something we might want to read. Now, your assignment is also going to ask you to look into iShare and find some books. And it's going to have you just do some keyword searching, but I'm actually going to point out here, if we go back and we're looking at more of this background information, I might want to get actually a particular book. I want to maybe read this Riot, Rebellion, and Popular Politics in Early Modern England by Andy Wood, published in 2002. And if I'm curious about this book, I'm going to go back to the library page again and try to search for that. I'm going to go into new search, our quick search. That's the one that does everything. That's our default. And if I just put in the name of that, what was it again? The name of that article. It was in this tab. Yay! Riot, Rebellion, and Popular Politics. So I might just try that. Riot, Rebellion, Popular Politics, and do a search, and we're going to see if this just comes up in our library at all right away. And I do see some reviews of that book, which is something that's going to be common. This is an article with someone writing about Andy Wood's book. And I also see, and this is the problem with just searching without knowing, we do have a book, Revel, Riot, and Rebellion, very similar keywords, but it's by David Underdown, published in a different year. That's available in our library, but I want the one by Andy Wood. I'm not seeing it come up. We could do filters, but I know we don't have it. Then I can go to the All iShare library search, do the same search with the same keywords from that title. We're also getting that David Underdown book again because it is showing up. But look, here is our book, published in 2002 by Andy Wood, Riot, Rebellion, and Popular Politics in Early Modern England. If I want to request this from iShare, which I didn't show you in class, we would just click this iShare request. It'll take a second to open up, and I'll be able to send a request, and I'll get an email in a couple days saying the book is here. I could just go down and click Send Request. But you guys are going to be doing a citation for this book, and you'll need to take all the relevant information, if we scroll down, is in this details section where you're going to be able to format that by getting the publisher and the publishing location and everything you'll need to cite it in Chicago Manual of Style. Hopefully this has been a helpful video. If you do have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me, and good luck on your assignments.